a reward, how about some fairy dust?
No, thanks.
Oh, I insist. Enjoy!
Who ordered the good Zelda CDI game? It's pretty obvious what Arzette, the Jewel of Faramore, is going for here. CDI software is taking inspiration from Link, the Faces of Evil, and Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon. Two games in the Zelda series released on the failed Philips CDI system. Those two games are seen as a pair of the worst games not only in the Zelda franchise but in gaming as a whole due to their almost unplayable nature. Arzette takes that same formula almost to a T but has created not only a playable game, but a really good side-scroller.
Donkey, for freeing me, I offer you power.
Yes, Master. Thank you.
In exchange for thy soul.
Of course, Master.
Very good.
There's not much new here that we haven't seen before. You play as Arzette, the hero of Faramore and the king's daughter. You traverse stages filled with enemies, items, and NPCs.
A cave system's nearby. Throw a bomb and you'll be spelunking in no time.
I'll take a look.
Not so fast. If you run out of light, you might not make it back. Take this.
The gameplay most resembles that of a Metroidvania in the sense that once you have acquired certain items in the game, you revisit old areas and unlock new routes to explore. The biggest departure from the Zelda CDI games are that the controls are tight and responsive, and it's actually fun heading into various stages with Arzette using her multitude of abilities and weapons. Moving around in stages you've already been in with some upgrades, slicing through enemies feels really smooth and satisfying. The stage graphics, character animations, and music are all wonderful and do a really good job creating a magical world to adventure in.
What are you working on?
Oh, it's just a little bow weapon that can shoot magic. Thing is, I need fairy dust to get it working, but I can't find any fairies anymore.
The game is full of different items to find, and the map shows you what can still be collected in each stage. I didn't feel like the game was overly difficult. Whenever you die, you start back at either the beginning of the current screen or at a checkpoint. But you never run out of lives, so you can continue as often as you want. I thought how the game introduces the various blockades was nice, showing me far in advance that there were still things to be done in the levels, while keeping me guessing what item I would need to make progress.
I'm looking at the newest citizen of Faramore Town.
Really? I can't believe it. Thanks. Oh, right. Have a lantern. See you around, kiddo.
The story of the Jewel of Faramore takes place 10 years after Arzette defeats Not Ganon and traps him in a book. The magical jewel used to do this is split into pieces and spread across the world so that Not Ganon remains sealed away. Fast forward to the present, and due to complacency and incompetence, the jewel pieces were found, put back together, and now Not Ganon is back to threatening the land again.
Your Majesty, our worst fears have come true. Daimur and his minions have returned.
That's impossible. What about the Jewel of Faramore?
Oh, our vigilance waned. The jewel shards are with the enemy.
What about the sacred beacons? They weakened Daimur before.
I'm afraid that due to complacency, they've been left unlit.
Arzette is a badass and has no fear of going into battle and handling things. She is easily my favorite character in the game. You just know she's going to get shit done.
You know, my smart sword doesn't hurt friendly folks. You're not being very friendly.
The main allure of these Zelda CDI games are the ridiculous animated cutscenes. Arzette attempts to recreate a similar feel with its own animations, but in my opinion, they don't really hit the same like the originals do. There's a difference between the ridiculousness of the original Zelda scenes in the sense that I don't think the creators intended for them to be so comical. The scenes in Arzette feel like they're being zany for the sake of being zany.
Careful, Arzy! Don't get red in the face!
Ugh, tell me there's only one color to deal with.
To my knowledge, there are 3 types of color magic.
Don't look so blue, princess!
I'm going back now.
They get the job done, but the humor feels a little forced sometimes. Play the original games for the outrageous cutscenes, play Arzette for the amazing gameplay. Arzette the Jewel of Faramore knows what it is and does an awesome job at being a really fun game. If you're a fan of the Zelda CDI games or just a fan of side-scrollers in general, you definitely need to give Arzette a look. There's a lot to do here and is well worth the asking price. Highly recommended. Pick it up today on your platform of choice. And that's it for me. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.